Hello BookTube. Today I'm going to be continuing with my ongoing review of The Glassweaver's Tale and Other Stories by Guy Riddihoff, with a review of the fifth story in the collection, which is called Cafe Arabica. The story centres on Pippa, a former physicist who is at the beginning of the story a wife and mother to two children. However, she has been having some memory difficulties in the months running up to the story, which she is putting down to either the menopause or the premenopause onset, or possibly she's concerned it might be Alzheimer's. However, at the beginning of the story, she sees a girl, a small child, in her house who is not in the back garden of her house, and it is not her child. And this chasing after this girl in the middle of the night, who then disappears, provokes memories for Pippa of her time at university, where she was working on a physics experiment similar to the Hadron Collider, where there were which involves sending particles around sort of an underground tunnel system, at trying to go faster than light, or get close to as fast as light travel, I should say. And this also brings memories up for her of her mentor and lover Martin. And the rest of the story is Pippa dealing with these visions, as well as reconnecting with Martin and the difficulty and the consequences of meeting with Martin, and its seeming and the seeming connection between him, these hallucinations he's having, and memory difficulties, and the experiment itself. I won't go into any more details about the plot because I really don't want to spoil it. I really enjoyed it. It was very much you very much see it from Pippa's point of view, and her sort of concerns about how meeting Martin again feels her in some ways. She feels conflicted because she's not betraying her. She doesn't feel like she's not being unfaithful to her husband Jack, but she feels that she could be seen that way, and so she's sort of conflicted and has to try and keep it a secret. And also, there's talk about there's constant references to the experiment, and you're given a sense that the experiment might be causing the difficulties with her, or it could be her own something within her mind that's causing this. And that sense of not being sure whether it is something inside Pippa's head or it's actually caused by the experiment, it continued right to the end of the story, and it's well done. You're very much at the end of the story left up, or me reading it, to your own interpretation, shall we say. Hopefully that's not spoiled it for anybody. I've got to say the story, I liked it, and actually the story, though these are obviously science fiction stories, it actually reminded me of the ghost, or I should say the weird fiction of Robert Aikman, who wrote these, but technically they're not ghost stories because ghost stories there aren't really ghosts in them, but they're sort of weird, vaguely supernatural, vaguely sort of odd things going on, and they have this real atmosphere to them, and I felt there's very much that atmosphere in Cafe Arabica, and so I did enjoy it, and I can recommend this story. Now, that's the end of the review for that story. I'm going to say goodbye, and you'll see me in a few moments' time for the reviews of the rest of the stories in the collection. So, bye, BookTube.